Okay, so Michael Bisping has officially left the Tom Aspinall defense first. He's officially left it. That's all we can say. He's gone against Tom. He's saying Tom's acting a bit shady. And poor Felder as well. I don't be watching the podcast, miss, but I think he sees a bit of a thing with Tom. He's like a bit like he sees a bit like he's like Tom's lying. He thinks Tom's a sort of a liar. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting. And from these UFC guys, and you'll see in a minute, these UFC guys, they hold John Jones in this special place in their heart. I'm serious now, and they think of the UFC as like they saved them. So if they see Tom acting this way, like, oh, you think you're too good for us? You think you're too good for the UFC? What would you be without the UFC? And you see this in a moment. But I'll play the clip straight away now.
Got him real bitter, got him real angry. I don't know, man. It feels like his head got real big real quick, and now he just thinks he's above and beyond fighting in the UFC. And it's like
his head got real big. See, and they don't think about nothing that Dana's done to him, how Dana's treated them. I mean, some post the other day was Cyril Gane in a thumbnail. They edited Cyril Gane punching Tom. They edited it so his eyes are open and his fingers are more closed. On the other hand, the UFC's doing stuff like that to promote Cyril Gane over Tom, and they kept Tom Aspinall on ice for so long against Jones instead of stripping John Jones straight away and saying, no, Tom's our guy. Tom's our next champion. He's active. He's young. You should fight him where he should be stripped. They kept him on ice for so long. So saying big-headed, they've done a lot of bad things to him. And the fans as well, the fans have turned against him. Because the fans been watching going, oh, this guy ain't that good. Oh, yeah. They think he's better than John Jones. They've just been waiting for him to even like get just eye poked in the first 30 seconds, look a bit, can really get Cyril Gane's timing down. So the fans just turn against him, and he's obviously just a nice guy. But then people like Paul Felder are saying he's getting big-headed. From these UFC guys, these guys who are like, the backstage guys now, they're the top guys of the UFC. They're the announcers and stuff. It's very weird energy. That this is why he doesn't want to fight for the UFC. It's people like him.
Dude, you haven't fought really much in 3 years.
Because he hasn't fought much in 3 years because he had a knee injury. Then he came back and knocked that guy out. When people were saying, oh, against Curtis Blades, they went, oh, Curtis Blades was actually tagging him a little bit. It looked like then he came back, knocked him out, like straight away. He had that knee injury. And then he got poked in the eye. No, before that, he got John Jones. John Jones wouldn't fight him, no matter how much he asked, no matter what he did. So he was kept on ice. He was lined up for that championship shot. So he couldn't fight then. And now he's got eye poked, got his eyes raked. So you're saying he hasn't fought much like he's at Islam Makhachev or Kamza, even though Kamza has lost health issues himself. You can't say, oh, you never fought much. You should be fighting and proving it to us. It's very weird energy from these guys.
I got to choose my words carefully here, but he just said...
Yeah, and Bisping's turned against him. He's been talking to the UFC guys all day.
He's still not clear to fight. But he's been very vague with the details.
Yeah.
Very vague with the details, If I wasn't cleared, because he's got a YouTube channel, he posts content all the time. You'd talk about it.
Yeah.
The procedures that he had, the operations, whatever they were. I had a surgery. It was a very, very serious surgery. It's called sclerobuckle. Look it up online. It's gross what they do to the eyeball. I don't know what he had, but he hasn't talked about that. I had that surgery, recovered, came back, and had a fight.
Recovered. Remember that? He said he recovered from it.
In a shorter amount of time than what it's taken this whole eyepoke saga.
It stinks, Michael. It stinks.
I don't say it stinks. I mean, it's as a guy, I know Tom. We used to have a close relationship. We don't talk these days. He was a great guy. But maybe, I don't know, you look between the lines. There's something fucking weird going on. That's what it looks like. That's what it sounds like.
That's what I'm saying. Thanks.
I'll probably get a text now.
Hey,
well, Father saying it stinks. Okay, we're gonna let this play out now. Only 6 seconds
maybe this
left.
Is all it took. Talk a little negatively, and but hey, you're just telling the truth. And
hey,
Okay, so now we got to expose Bisping a little bit, because you know his story is... His story's about, I raided up Vitor Belfort, he kicked me in my head, and then, you know, I lost my eye after that. And he just said here, oh, I got my eye surgery and I was back straight away. I was back away straight away fighting. So what's taking all this time with Tom? Well, let's get into that. And I've heard this story multiple times. So he fought Vitor Belfort here. Then he fought Alan Belcher. And in this Alan Belcher fight, his eye was fine. See? This is him weighing in. See? That's another photo of him training. See there, and his eye's fine there. Then he fought Tim Kennedy, and in his story, I think he missed out Alan Belcher there, that fight. In his story, he talked about how, in the Tim Kennedy fight, his eye was lost. He's going through all these eye troubles, he was losing his eye, and he was out for a year. Then he got in shape quickly in 2 weeks. Then he fought Tim, and Tim just wrestled him and just held him down. He talked about this when he was angry because Tim was going on him on Twitter. I saw this on his podcast. Tim was going on him on Twitter saying, oh yeah, me and Dan Henderson or something, like, beat him up. Oh yeah, so good we did that asshole. So then he said, oh yeah, Tim, I was out for a year with my eye and I came back in like 2-3 weeks and fought. Then as you see here in a CB Dollaway fight, his eye's gone. That's later on. He lost his eye because after fighting Vitor Belfort and having that surgery, he came back April, so just about 3 months. And he sparred in like in 2 months, and then that's when he injured his eye in that fight. Sparred it, coming back too fast and sparring and fighting. Vitor Belfort kicking him in the head never lost him his eye. It's the fact he came back too fast and never let his eye heal again. So he's using that saying, why isn't Tom coming back so fast when I came back that fast? When you lost your eye, Bisping. So that's a very weird thing that just dismisses this whole premise right there. And then Paul Felder, I don't even know. It's like Paul Felder. It was like Anthony Smith and Chill saying, oh yeah, Anthony Smith was saying, oh, in Singapore, I was fighting with one eye. You know, and he quits all the time. So these UFC, they hold in all these double standards against Tom Aspinall that I really don't like. Anyway, that's the video. Quick video. Like, subscribe, whatever. I'm out.